I have 10 eyeshadow palettes in front of me that I think are absolutely perfect for autumn or fall if you're in America. I am British, okay? We gotta say autumn here. But you know what? I'm inclusive, so let's say fall as well. You know the drill. Why do they make things so confusing with the seasons? Who knows? Yes, I have pimple patches on my face. I'm having breakout from hell right now. We're going to pretend we do not see. But just before we do jump into the video today, guys, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. I upload every single day here on my YouTube channel. I love bright, fun, colourful makeup. Today I am wearing the Mini Sugar eyeshadow palette from Anastasia. This is a get ready with me going live in a few days, but of course everything on my face as well as everything that I talk about in this video will be linked down below. So if you see something, you know exactly where to find it. Don't worry, babe, I got you covered. I really like autumn color stories. I feel like they're something a little bit different for me. Winter is my baby when it comes to color stories. I hate the season winter, but winter color stories, yeah, we gel very well. You can probably tell from my eyes today. Autumn is something a little bit different. It pushes me, it gets my creativity going a little bit. So without further ado, let's jump in to the autumn color stories. So the first palette that I'm going to talk about today is the Singe Agate Temptation. This is definitely kind of spring/autumn, depending on how you look at it. I think that these kind of red-brown tones are definitely autumn. Leaves are falling from the trees, leaves are going from green to kind of orangey brown, and I think that this palette is perfect for encompassing this time of year. How beautiful is this? I did do a full review of this palette on my channel if you were interested. I think that this is beautiful. This is a palette that it really pushed me out my comfort zone, and I'm so grateful for that. I can get in my comfort zone really, really easily. I can just get stuck. Like, this is my comfort zone. Taupes and blues. I will give me a taupe, give me a blue any day, and I'll be a happy bunny. This is not taupe and it is not blue, but I still absolutely adore it. Every single look that I did with this palette, I just loved, and especially these sicky greens. Is there anything more beautiful than a sicky green? Ah. I think if it wasn't for these shades, it would still be autumn, but these shades just make it for me. I think this shade in anything else other than eyeshadow is like absolutely disgusting, but in an eyeshadow, there is something about it. I want to smother it all over my eyes. I want to make it work. I want to look sicky green. Give it to me. Green has definitely been a color of the season or color of the year. So many green eyeshadow palettes have come out, and I do have a few of them in this little pile today to talk to you guys about. But this is just such a good quality eyeshadow palette. This is Angelica Nifis brand, and I love Angelica so much. We have spoken behind the scenes, and I'm on the Singe PR list. It's like, what is going on? What, me, little old me? Yeah, I know. I think it is great if you are a neutral lover. It's got this little row of neutrals, but you can also mix and match some of these greens, some of these bright oranges, even these sicky browny green shades. You can kind of use them as neutrals. They're not too out there. And I think it just blends that line between neutral lover and color lover so well. It might look really, really scary at first glance, but once you really start getting into this and start picking it apart, it is absolutely stunning. It's got this stunning kind of like green iridescent shade in there. That on the inner corner or all over the lid. Stop it right now. I said I wouldn't swatch. That never goes to plan, does it? No, it does not. This was released, I think, in like springtime, if I'm not mistaken. So it definitely wasn't planned to be an autumnal release, but I definitely see it as a fall/autumn release. So let me know what you think down below. And also, if you have any of these palettes, definitely get them out. It's the time for them to shine. And also, if you have any other fall eyeshadow palettes that jump out at you, let us know down below, because some people may have that palette in their collection and completely forgot about it. So definitely give us some pointers. Next is an old school palette. So with my content here online, I love to incorporate the new releases with old school releases as well. Old does not mean battered and bruised and retired. Definitely not. Some of the older palettes in my collection I still absolutely love. This one is a little bit different from the classic autumn color story, I think. This is the Colourpop Making Mauves. This is a dusty pink cool toned palette, and you know what? I think it's really, really pretty. I'm not a pink girl, but these cool tone mauves, there is something about them that keep me coming back for more. And again, if you're not a color person, this blends that line beautifully. I feel like pink is the shade that you can get away with the most if you're not a colorful girly. If you're into your like brownie neutrals and you want to just dip your toe into color a little bit, I think either orange or pink are the way for you to go. They're the most accepted color shades in the big wide world, in my opinion. And I think this is a brilliant, brilliant palette. I remember having this in a No Pan Left Behind, I think quite a while ago. And I was like, oh, great. It's a mauve palette. I don't like pinks. I'm not a pink girl. But I really enjoyed my time with this. It's not too much where you think, whoa, it's pretty pink. But for the autumn months, it is absolutely perfect. It is absolutely beautiful. This shade, Mauve on Top, is a beautiful Super Shock shadow. You can see how sparkly that is in this pan. And if you have this palette, definitely pull it out this fall. It is time for this to shine. I do think that these two shades are a little bit too similar. The shades Tongue Tied and Solitaire, like, spot the difference? I don't know. But other than that, I think this is a brilliant one. I find that some monochromatic palettes are boring. I find that some brands come out with monochromatic palettes and I'm like, yawn. But I feel like Colourpop do it so well. They haven't really come out with one of their monochrome palettes for a very, very long time because, I mean, I think they've done it. They've done the rainbow. There's not much else you can do. But these palettes still have a wide range of different looks, different color stories, different undertones, different depths. And I really appreciate that. It is very, very difficult to do as a kind of makeup brand, and I really, really enjoy it. So if you're more of a pinky girl, I think this one would be absolutely beautiful for you this autumn. Next is a palette from my favorite brand, and this is definitely an autumn palette. This is from the Pastel Roses. It is the Pumpkin Spice eyeshadow palette. It's pumpkin spice season, baby. I've never actually had a pumpkin spice latte. I know. Cancel me now. Get me off the internet. I'm a traitor. But this palette is so beautiful because it doesn't just have those bright saturated oranges. That is something that I get really annoyed about with some of the like autumn pumpkin spice palettes that come out. All of them are just orange, bright ass orange. Good luck. As I said before, I love these kind of taupey, smoky shades, and this shade are both so up my street. Yes, they have these two super warm tone mattes, but you have that option if you're a cool tone girly like myself to go more into the smoky cool tone side. I love options in eyeshadow palettes. There is nothing more attractive to me than a good option. Yes, there are some really beautiful monochrome palettes, but something like this for everyday is so pretty to me. This shade Cutie up here may look like a just pinky white shade, but it's got a little bit of blue in there as well. Can you see that? So mixed with this shade Latte, it is just absolutely magical. See, it's like a pink to green. Can you see that? The Pastel Roses are known for their beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shimmers. I'm pretty sure this is still available. If it is, of course, I will link it down below, like I said, and you can get 20% off all the Pastel Roses with code Caitlin20. That is not affiliated. It is just for you guys to get some money off, and I would 100% recommend this palette. This palette isn't my most used from the brand, definitely not. My ideal color stories, how many times have I said this in this video? Taupes and blues, baby. But I think for a person who is a neutral lover but is looking to get into the indie scene, I think this would be the perfect transitional eyeshadow palette for you if you're sick to death of the boring, bad quality drugstore, but you're not really wanting to go high end. This will do you really, really well. And obviously it's autumn coming up. It is so on season. It is so on trend. And I think you will absolutely love it. The quality of the pastel roses is beautiful. The price is absolutely amazing, especially with my code. And it's pumpkin spice. Of course it's autumnal. It's pumpkin spice. Definitely an underdog, definitely a palette that needs to be spoken about a lot more in my opinion. So if you do have this, pull it out your collection. If you don't have this and you would like this, definitely check down below. Next is one, I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, I think so. I think this is a fall palette. Before I tell you what it is, let me build some suspense by having a lucid break. This is definitely an older palette. This is from Catrice. This is the My Jewels, My Rules eyeshadow palette. And again, it's definitely leaning more warm tone with those oranges. That beautiful like burgundy shade, absolutely gorgeous. And that bright chartreuse is so up my street as a pop of color. I adore chartreuse so much. I can incorporate chartreuse in pretty much anything. It's like a life challenge for me at this point. This probably isn't the best quality eyeshadow palette in the entire world. I did do a full face of Catrice where I put this to the test, and I have done a few more Get Ready With Me's on my channel. If you search for this palette, it will probably come up. It's a really nice kind of affordable palette. Would I recommend this above the others? Probably not. But if this speaks to you and you're looking for just an everyday autumnal vibe kind of palette, then I think this would be amazing. The outer packaging is stunning. It's got these little like gemstones infused in it. I say gemstones, they're not actually, it's like a £6 palette. It's not gemstones, but you know what I mean. And I just think that this is something a little bit different. I always say it is so boring right now in the makeup world, like yawn, everything's coming out. And a lot of the things that are coming out, I'm like, great, lovely. Like what am I, This is something a little bit different. And I appreciate that. I appreciate things that are pushing the boundaries a little bit. So Catrice, babe, thank you so much for this. You've got your warm tones. You've got this beautiful cool tone taupey shade, which you know I love. This bright chartreuse is on some kind of performance enhancer because oh my golly gosh, this is craziness. I'm swatching. Someone stop me. Look at that. Look at that. That is absolutely mental. And honestly, that all over the lid, oh my god, that all over the lid with maybe this like browny warm tone shade in the crease. Oh, that's all you need. Maybe even like a brown or burgundy wing. Oh, now I'm really running with it. It's a nice palette. I probably wouldn't be the first one to recommend this, but again, like I said, if this speaks to you and you find this really, really fun and interesting, I think this would be a really, really nice little autumn release. If you have it in your makeup collection, this is your sign. Pull it out and let me know what you think about it as well. Next is a palette that I bought, and I'm not gonna lie, I bought this literally just to review it. I know that Beauty Bay palettes do really, really well on my channel, so it's always a really good business move for me to buy the new releases and to showcase them to you guys. This is their newest palette. It came out and I was like, I'm never going to use that, but it'll be a really good investment for my channel. Shocker, I use this all the time. This is the Beauty Bay Desert Haze eyeshadow palette. This is definitely more neutral, and who knew that I would be so obsessed with neutral, warm shades. What is my life? I know. It does have that pop of blue and also that pop of green in there as well, which I think is so autumnal. But let me talk about this. I use this palette for my dating events. If you guys have been following along with my dating horror stories, you'll know I go to a few. This is currently single September, so you know what? I'm not going on any dating events, But it's actually a look very similar to this when I go to my dating events. So what I love to do is I start with this shade Scorched and I make a really beautiful like winged eyeliner. I blend that out with Fennec, which is this very, very kind of neutral brownie shade all through the crease, all through the wing. Really take my time to blend it, smoke it out, make it sharp, make it beautiful. Then I've kind of dabbled around with the shimmers actually. Normally I put this shade Sandstorm all over the lid just to give me a little bit of something something, but I have also used this shade Afterglow as well all over the lid, and that is beautiful too. And then I use this shade Salt Flat on my inner corner. This is so vibrant, like oh my god, it's crazy. I did do a review of this palette. I have also done like other get ready with me's with this palette when it was kind of first releasing and it was first on the market, and I've really enjoyed it. This was a shock to me. It really, really was. I was not expecting to like it so much. And that, you know what, is some of my favorite moments as a content creator and a beauty lover. Buying a palette that you think, yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to make me a bit of money, and actually falling in love with it and just using it genuinely all the time. This is my go-to palette when I need to feel good, but also safe. There are some looks that you do that are like safe looks, but you feel good in them. And this palette does that for me. I love it so much. Could I be a little bit more adventurous with this palette? Yeah, of course I could. This green quad, I have done a look with this little quad and I loved that look. I've done so many different looks with this now, and I just think it is beautiful. Again, if you're a neutral lover, but you want to dabble in a little bit into these kind of more autumnal smoky tones, this is perfect for you. I would recommend this 100%. It is so inexpensive. I think it's like £16, which, what is £16 anymore? You know, what palette is under £16? You're getting a great palette at a great deal, and the color story is perfect. If you want to feel good, if you want to feel sexy and smoky and gorgeous, like I'm kind of feeling it today, this palette all the way. Next, I do have another Beauty Bay palette, and I wasn't going to include this in this video. However, recently they have re-released it, which I mean is great, but can we please re-release the Book of Magic? It's the wrong palette, Beauty Bay. You've got the wrong palette. But today I'm going to talk about the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette. This is indeed re-released in their, I think it's like a mystery bag or like a bundle deal or something like that. I don't think this is available to buy on its own from the Beauty Bay website, but you can definitely get your hands on this again now. So run, do not walk. I think they said that this was released in 2022. Which is too long ago. What do you mean 2022? That makes me feel old. I love this. If you're into color and you want an autumn color story, this is the one for you. I will say the reds are hot garbage. The reds are abysmal. Don't buy this for the reds. I'm just gonna... Don't do it. But the rest of the palette is bloody gorgeous. Look at it. It's beautiful. The mattes in here are so vibrant and just insane. And the shimmers, no words. No words for these shimmers. They are beautiful, gorgeous, shimmery, intense, vibrant, mwah, stunning. I really like this shade actually, Marigold. It looks like a sicky, dirty yellow. And again, how disgusting, but also how beautiful. It's kind of like the sicky greens that I'd spoke about in the Agate Temptation. This color in anything else but an eyeshadow, I would be like, what is that? But as an eyeshadow, ooh, honey, that's gorgeous. This shade Ray is a duochrome, like white to yellow to blue. Absolutely stunning. You guys may know I love blue eyeshadow so much. Blue is indeed my happy color. I would wear blue all day, every day if I could. Today I do have a little bit of blue going on. You gotta know, you gotta, come on. I feel like this is more of an intense color story. So if you're just dabbling into color, maybe this wouldn't be the right palette for you, but I feel like this just encompasses a colourful, fun autumn and fall. And the fact that it is back, I'm so excited. But Beauty Bay, we need Book of Magic back. Okay, Beauty Bay, me and you, I'm planning on doing Pan That Palette as Book of Magic next year. And I need it back. Okay? Okay. Good talk. Wilderness, she's back, baby. If you did not know, now you know. Fall, autumn, it's the time that this shines. I need to use this a little bit more because this is definitely being neglected in my collection recently, and I don't want that. So this is my personal reminder to pull out this palette, use it, love it, play around with it, and I definitely will be doing that. Okay, next is the palette that I think is the most obvious for this video. I'm just gonna say it. It's the Odin's Eye Autumn Alva eyeshadow palette. Obviously, this has to go in this video. It's the Autumn Alva. Duh. This is, again, greens. What did I say about greens being the shade of the season? Everyone is coming out with greens, and you know what? I'm actually not that mad about it. If you'd have asked me back in January, I probably wouldn't have said that I like greens, but I've been converted. Again, I have a review of this whole collection on my channel. It was like an hour and a half long. Odin's Eye knows how to come out with a collection. Let me tell you that. I think it was 4 eyeshadow palettes and 12 lip products. Yeah. But this is really, really nice. You've got, what do I see there? A disgusting sicky green. Mwah. But you also have these kind of like grays, this peach, like peachy pink. Beautiful. A nice bright yellow. I really, really like this palette. I think it is really, really special. I think that you can do a really nice like 2 and done look with a lot of these shades, like these two. Stun. These two. Obviously, it's the Autumn Alva. I had to put it in this video. Is it autumn in Sweden? Let me know down below. I didn't know that. I know that Odin's Eye is a Swedish brand, so I'm guessing that it's autumn in Sweden, but I definitely need to pull this out and play around with this in the next few months because yes, green does scare me a little bit, but these like beautiful, like this whole row would make such a nice like smoky, sicky greeny autumn look, and I'm actually low-key obsessed. I need to do that. I have this list of looks in mind that I just need to do, and I'm really excited to do it. I really, really am. I feel like after the Get Ready With Me that I filmed today, things have opened up a little bit, but I'm actually really excited to play around with my collection and love my collection. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought using eyeshadow palettes that you own? What a concept. This whole collection was really, really beautiful, and this palette just encompasses this time of year so beautifully, and I'm excited to see what more she can do in the next few months. So if you do have this palette, pull it out, girl, pull it out, get it used, and I'm really, really excited to see the looks that you do. Next is one, I think this has actually been discontinued, and I need to talk about it. What? I did a video, I think this week, talking about the best products are always discontinued, and I don't understand why. Titanium Foxes, we need to talk. I think they have discontinued the Poppy Storm eyeshadow palette. Oh no! This is such a beautiful palette. This was their first ever palette. And it was no notes at all. This is a smoky, grungy, autumnal dream. How can you not love this? How can you sit and look at this and go, nah, impossible. You've got these kind of neutral shades. If you are a neutral lover, you want to be like a little bit safe, a little bit secure. They've got you. Don't worry. These two neutrals, you're good to go. But the contrast of like these greens with this red and this blue, absolutely genius color story. I think this color story is one of my favorites in my whole collection. I do have the hiccups because I've just been drinking Lucozade. So I hope my editing is okay because I have to do a sentence, then hiccup, and then finish the sentence. So please bear with me. But it's either I drink this Lucozade or I fall asleep on the floor. So You know what? It's the lesser of two evils. I feel like this is kind of your typical autumn color story, but like with a twist. But like with like an Instagram filter over it. You know what I mean? You know how when you play around with Instagram filters and it makes all the colors go a little bit weird and wacky? I feel like this is this palette, and I say that with so much love in the best possible way. It is so unique. It is so different. It is such good quality. It is ridiculous. And for this to be discontinued is an actual sin. It is a crime against the makeup girlies because, oh my goodness me, this palette is just perfect in every way, shape, and form. I love it so much. It screams autumn. And I'm going to miss her. Even though I have her, I'm going to miss her. Okie dokie, we have two palettes left to talk about. The next one I actually have not used in a very, very long time, and it's bad. This is the Essence Welcome to Cape Town eyeshadow palette. And again, this is one of those more predictable autumn color stories. You've got the oranges, the greens, the kind of cool tone smoky shades. This kind of reminds me of the Subculture from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but at a much more affordable price range. I did do a first impressions with this palette. It was my full face of Essence. I am hoping to bring back my full face of series quite soon. I'm thinking about doing Juvia's Place. I don't know, thoughts and opinions down below. This is really, really good. I like this palette. However, I think it gets lost in the madness of my collection. I think it just gets drowned a little bit with everything going on. It's a lot in my makeup drawers. It's kind of crazy. If you watch my Shop My Stashes and my everyday makeup drawer videos, you'll know there's a lot going on. But you know what? I think I'm going to keep this out. I think I'm going to do a look with this because even these like deep denim blues are so beautiful. I love a shade like this. Just a smoky eye with these blues. Sign me up. Maybe this bright gold, like right on the inner part of the crease. Oh, see, I'm inspiring myself. I always love these kinds of videos because I go into them not really knowing what I want. And then just as I'm talking, I get all these ideas and all these beautiful looks come to mind that I could do. And that is what I love about these kind of videos. I would definitely recommend you going through your makeup collection, trying to find some autumnal eyeshadow palettes, because when I get on this like roll, it just gets me inspired and it just makes me realize again how much I love eyeshadow palettes, how much I love my makeup collection, and how inspired I want to be with them. So I think this is a great one for the price. I think this is again about £6 or something like that. Really, really stunning. Essence is a brilliant brand. If you are looking for a affordable, good quality brand that is now in some Primarks as well. Hallelujah! They used to be in Wilko, and then Wilko died. R.I.P. Wilko, we love you. And now they are in some Primarks. Not all Primarks, but some. I think every product in my full face of Essence was an absolute hit. And I'm so happy about that because, oh, wow, what a palette, what a price range, what a time to pull this out and to play around with this. It screams autumn. I feel like as you come down the palette, you kind of see the changing of the seasons a little bit. Is that a bit too poetic for an eyeshadow palette? I don't know. I love it nonetheless, and I think it is brilliant. So yeah, I am going to keep this on my little desk, and I am going to be doing a look with this very, very soon. It also has a little lion. Oh, I love lions so much. Oliver is in my little background here. I think that they are the best animals in the world. So this is a little bit sentimental for me as well, but really, really good palette. And finally, this is a very, very new release, and this is also from the Pastel Roses. This is the Summer Mixtape Eyeshadow Palette. Now, summer is in the name of this, but I think this is more of an autumn color story. Let me know what you think down below. I'm seeing those kind of browns and those warm tones and just autumn. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have done a get ready with me with this palette. I've got no idea what I was yapping about in that video, but I'll link it up in the cards if you were interested. I think it's beautiful. It's a really stunning palette. Do I expect anything less from the Pastel Roses? No. No, if they came out with a really bad palette, I would actually be so surprised because everything that they release, while it may not be my ideal color story, it is absolutely stunning quality-wise, and I will stand by that every single day of the week. This is something a little bit different, which I really, really like. I love contrast in an eyeshadow palette. This purple and this yellow contrast are so beautiful. And then these two more neutral shades, you can just do a two and done kind of look with these two, and you would look absolutely beautiful and amazing. And again, very, very autumnal. I feel like purple, especially with yellow and brown, is a very autumnal vibe. I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong because this is the summer mixtape, but still, I think this is like multi-seasonal. I think this is a really, really good one, especially if you're either on a budget or if you don't really want to get a palette with loads and loads of shades, or if this is in your drawers and you've not reached for it yet. Definitely bring it out. It is so autumnal. It is so fun. It is so beautiful. And so I would recommend this for autumn. So let me know your favorite autumnal eyeshadow palettes. I would love to know. Maybe I have them in my drawers and I completely forgot about them, or maybe you can help someone else out in the comments as well. But this is it. This is my autumn eyeshadow palette collection. I hope you have an incredible day. Like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.